Prakash Iyer in studio in front of the mic. Okie dokie, there's a neat little teabag story there in The Secret of Leadership. Tell us about that.
Okay, I think, that humble little teabag, not sure if everyone knows it, but this is actually a product born out of an accident. Someone packed tea bags into a nice satin little bag and, put some tea leaves in it and gifted it to somebody. And the guy who received it, instead of removing the silk, actually just dunked it into the hot water and discovered that it actually worked.
And most brilliant things happen like that, by accident, I discovered radio by accident. Anyway,
and I like the bit about most brilliant things there.
Yeah. You're a smart man.
So, the thing is that even a little tea bag can teach us a lot of lessons. And I think I've got about 10 odd lessons from tea bags, and I'll just pick out a couple maybe.
Sure, yeah.
And the first one really is, how it's only when you dip a tea bag into hot water that you know how good it is. The real strength of the flavor, the real strength of the tea bag is only obvious when you put it into hot water. And I think that's true for all of us too. As leaders, as human beings, as people. It's only when you're under pressure, when you're under the hammer, when you get into hot water, that your true character reveals itself. How good you are can really come out when you're under stress, under pressure. I think that's something that's probably similar. And at least something else which perhaps leaders can take away from a tea bag. No one ever drank a cup of tea and then said, "Wow, that was a great tea bag." They would say, "Wow, that was great tea." So I think leaders need to remember this. Don't try and draw attention to yourself. At the end of it, it's not about how good you were as a leader. It's about how good your team was, how good your organization was, how good is this institution that you've built up, rather than saying, look at me, I'm so good. That's not what's going to work. So I think it's like a tea bag. Good lesson to remember. It's about the tea, not the tea bag.